All right, getting started with the final live stream from Happy Healthy Vegan here in 2018. So I want to welcome everyone who's joining us live. I may leave this up for a few days too, so if you don't see this till after the new year, it's all good. But hello, Ed Fern. You're always the first one on, and Kai, how's it going? Sarah and Spices and Dennis and Darlene. Good to see y'all. Samantha and Nate and Caitlin and Tatted Vegan Runner 13.1. Yeah, half marathon there. Redaraz, Deonis, Dee Scott, Nikki, William, the vegan metalhead, um, and Little Phoenix, Healthiest Me, Sarah, Ricky, Star Secrets, Capriana. Thanks, guys. You guys are just making it too hard for me to keep up. But thanks for joining on here. It's been a couple weeks since I've done a live stream. Been busy with all sorts of stuff. So I apologize for not keeping my regular weekly schedule, but better late than never, huh? So thanks for joining me on your Sunday night here. I figure this might be a good time. I usually don't get on Sundays, and I think Sundays are a pretty good time. A lot of people have done their weekend stuff and are, free, hanging out, chilling out on YouTube. That's what I'm doing right now. So I thought I'd come on and say hi for a bit. So yeah, this will be like typical live stream. It's in the year. We could talk about things that happened in the vegan world in 2018. What was I going to say? But yeah, we treat this like one of my normal regular live Q&A live streams too. You can ask me things, ask a vegan, whatever you guys want to talk about. I think my gain's a little low. Let me back it down a hair. Okay, I think that's good. So let me see if you guys got any questions for me. I see Star asked, have I watched any of the Easy Vegans videos? No, I've never even heard of the Easy Vegan. So yeah, tell me more about Easy Vegan. I have to admit, you guys are probably more up on the new, hot new vegan YouTube channels than we are. So yeah, please share them with me. LC, great question. Is Angie feeling better? She was sick. Yeah, she was feeling great. I saw her make that video last week. We saw Fleetwood Mac a couple weeks ago. She was already getting better by then. And we had a most wonderful Christmas Eve together here. And then around midnight, when it turned Christmas from Christmas Eve, she started getting sick again. And yeah, sad to say, she came down like on Christmas Day with some kind of flu. It was really gnarly flu too. I've never seen her that sick before, just violently sick. And I think it's turned into like some kind of bronchitis now. So poor Angie, she caught some kind of cold, recovered from it, and then just like a week later, bam, a flu. So yeah, that's why she's not here with me right now. She's just chilling out, just trying to watch some videos or something. So what are we eating for New Year's? I don't know. Our plans are kind of off now. Not that we had any big fixed plans or anything like that. So yeah, I don't know. Sorry. Yeah, sorry we don't have anything cool going on right now to report on as far as New Year's. Yeah, I'm totally excited. Game Changers is coming out in February, Brock. Thanks for pointing that out. Yeah, I've seen so much hype about it, and that's cool. Eco, we're not even talking about John Venus right now. So why are you throwing out a baseless accusation right there? Just because a vegan has muscles, they're on steroids. But when a meat eater has big muscles, they're not on steroids. Such a hypocrisy out there. I mean, go ask John. Ask him what's going on if he's on them. If he said he's not, I believe him. It just sucks how anti-vegans like to accuse swole vegans for being on steroids. But when you guys have a swole person, no, they're not on steroids. It's complete hypocrisy. And I know it's not just John. I remember listening to Patrick Baboumian on, I think it was the Rich Roll podcast a few years ago. And he was talking about in his early days in the gym, a lot of guys were down on him, accusing him for being on steroids just because he was so strong and so swole. And he's been facing that accusation his entire life. No, it's just genetics, it's work, recovery. So yeah, don't slander people like that. It sucks. Anyway, thanks, the Thick Vegan. Banana Fun, thank you. I just went to the market today and bought, I don't know, maybe about $12-15 a banana, something like that. I didn't look at the receipt, but thank you, Thick Vegan. Once again, your super chat tip there is banana money for sure. Yeah, if any guys want to give a super chat tip, look on our Twitter at Ryan Lum or Happy Healthy Vegan, and you get an automatic shout out for your super chat tip. So thanks there, Thick Vegan. Appreciate it. Um, let's see. What else you guys asking about here? Have you ever tried to not supplement with B12 for a few months? Now, ever since I told you guys I was going to start supplementing with B12, I've stuck with it. As you may, if you've been watching a long time, you may remember I was not supplementing with B12 for a number of years. I want to say maybe 2, 3, maybe 4 years, something like that. And the reason why I wasn't is because I was getting my blood tested regularly and my serum B12 was always at least like 450, 500. So I figured I was cool. But anyway, I started supplementing since and haven't looked back. And I'll give you a little heads up. My recent blood test results, I posted the testosterone bit of it already, but the B12 is higher than ever. It was like over 1,000. I forgot, maybe 1,100. It was higher than ever. So this, obviously the supplementation is working. Oh, another super chat comment there. Thick Vegan One says, you have a shirt for Angie. Need our P.O. box. Let me check. I think we might have it in the comments of the videos. Let me see. Let's see. I've lost my live stream here. What tab am I on? Oh, guys, hang on one second. I'm confused. There we are. Race Lever, do you have our P.O. box address handy by any chance? I think it's on our Instagram, but it doesn't show the zip code. But if you grab that, that'd be cool. Thick Vegan wants to send us something. In fact, let me just go to Instagram really quick. I think I can pull that up without too much delay here. Instagram. All right, one sec, guys. All right, yeah. If anyone wants to send us something to our PO box, let me get you our address right here. All right, one second. Yikes, it's not there. Ugh. I should have this information handy. If someone can dig that up for me, that'd be really, really appreciated. I don't want to leave the live stream for too long, but Thick Vegan, I will get that information to you one way or another. Thank you, Ed Fern. Down here in the comments, Ed Fern has it. P.O. Box 391, Seal Beach, California. Yeah, we're in Long Beach. Seal Beach is the next town over. I just found like a chill post office there where parking's easy and it's by the ocean, super chill. P.O. Box 391, Seal Beach, California, 90740. So if you want to send us a Christmas gift or a shirt like Thick Vegan is, please do. And Dionis, thank you as well for a super chat tip there. Much appreciated. And again, check out our account on Twitter. It's at Ryan Lum or just Happy Healthy Vegan. And you will see that you got yourself a shout out on there for your super chat tip. So thank you. That will also go to the banana fund. So I'm almost caught up for the bananas I purchased earlier today. So cool. I'm glad you got that, Thick Vegan. All right. So, hey, Germany. Awesome. We're getting people from all around the world on this live stream already. Only 8.5 minutes in, barely, and 142 cool people on right now. All right. So what else do we, what other questions do we got here? What do I think about the ex-vegan phenomenon? Great question, Vegan for Life. You notice I'm not going through and making a bunch of videos about, these recent former vegans that are failing. I mean, maybe I'll do a few, but I'm trying to stick to my policy of, I've made a policy. I've learned through kind of trial and error not to make videos where I'm bagging on other vegans. I've just learned I don't want to create internal strife or fighting, even though there might be vegans out there that are messed up, sociopathic, or what have you. I'm going to let them do their thing and not really try to create any drama. Just if we have veganism as the end goal, I'll leave it at that. However, I've kind of extended that policy to recent former vegans. I don't want to come out and seem like I'm the vegan police and just, coming down on people. However, if I see some that are just totally lying, misrepresenting veganism after they leave veganism, like, oh yeah, the vegan diet, nearly killed me and it's horrible. I don't recommend any human does it because it makes your hair fall out and your butt stink. Who knows what they're saying? Just making stuff up. Then I might address it. So that's how I kind of feel about this recent former vegan phenomenon. if it didn't work for them, maybe they weren't eating right. But to dismiss it for everyone, for me, like say I shouldn't be vegan, obviously I'm quite healthy, 8+ years in my veganism. My blood test results show I'm fine. My fitness, athleticism, and just my outlook on life show I'm fine. So yeah, just if anyone's trying to throw all of veganism under the bus, then I might have some kind objective criticism to respond with. But I'm trying not to go into the drama waters. It's just really not the kind of motivation for it's not what motivates me to make videos, or to it doesn't excite me about veganism. Let's see. How bad is GMO? You're gonna have to ask a microbiologist, someone more up on the science about it. But as you guys know, I'm not into GMO. My whole retort to someone pro GMO is, why do I need to eat GMO? I don't. I'm doing fine avoiding GMO products. There's nothing better about them or anything. They just make farming typically. I mean, there's many ways to do GMO, but typically the most commercialized way it's being utilized is to make farming profitable for like Monsanto, Bayer, and use all their horrific herbicides, fungicides, pesticides, and just spray the hell out of food with that, rather than growing it in a more organic, veganic, soil rich way. So yeah, it usually promotes crappy farming, which promotes crappy food. So there's a reason why you don't go to like a 3-star Michelin restaurant or a 5-star restaurant and say proudly serving GMO corn, because it tastes like crap compared to like heirloom corn. So yeah, there's no real compelling reason why I see GMO foods are the way. They don't like have higher crop yields as they were advertised in the beginning. It's not cheaper. Those seeds, you can't reuse them. They cost more. You have to buy them from Bayer, Monsanto. So I really don't see that many clear advantages for GMO. Plus, there's the health risk too, which I didn't even get into. So anyway, that's my thoughts on GMO. Our grandparents and all got along just fine without eating GMO. So why is it being pushed on us? Yeah, a few people asked about Ellen. I saw her Netflix special a couple nights ago when Angie was ill, just coming out of the worst of her flu symptoms. She was able to finally watch something on TV and absorb it. Yeah, Ellen was making a joke how she's not. Well, she was being serious here. I think she said she was vegan for how many years? Quite a while, and she said that for some reason out of the blue, she decided she wants to have, what was it like? Yeah, I think I remember the occasional bit of fish and eggs that came from chickens who she knows the names of. So, that's a little disappointing, but if you look at the big picture, if the whole world were eating like that, we'd solve climate change, whole global warming, environmental destruction. So I can't bag on her too hard, but I don't understand what dawned on her if she was healthy and everything, as I assume, why would she need to add those things? And if everything was already clicking and working. So anyway, that's that. Watch the Netflix special of hers if you want to see her in her own words. I'm just kind of paraphrasing her there. Let's see. Will I debate Bart K? Probably, but my bigger question is, who the hell's Bart K? um, she sells leather products also. Yeah, I guess maybe that kind of shows her commitment to it. If she didn't see, I'm assuming what you're telling me is true. If that's true, yeah. If you don't see the complete united picture of why eating animals and just not exploiting animals is a problem if you're a vegan. Let's see. Now, I haven't seen Bird Box. Saw the preview on Netflix. It looked too crazy for me, and everyone else who's seen it confirmed what I thought. Looks kind of crazy. Let's see. Why live in Long Beach? Great question, Nikki. Well, I mean, gotta live somewhere, right? I mean, I like California, obviously, and Long Beach is great. I don't want to like sell it too hard. I don't. I mean, it's already quite popular, and populated here. But yeah, it's just a great place to live. It's a great quality of life if you're used to the Southern California lifestyle and you like the ocean. Long Beach is one of the last semi-affordable places to live near the ocean. Like Santa Monica and Venice now, they're like living in Silicon Valley, seriously, like, because Google and Yahoo, tons of other tech companies are established there. Prices real estate are comparable to I just said, like in the Bay Area. So anyway, you get the quality of life of Santa Monica and Venice with like at 1/4 the price. So Long Beach is pretty cool. Greetings from Deutschland. Thanks, Tina. Right on. International. Let's see. Well, we have a new vegan here, Caitlin. About a week and a half. Awesome. Good for you. Do you have any advice for the transition? Any tips on how to get the family on board? Two really good questions. I think the answer to your first question, that's probably the most important, is to just know what to eat. A lot of these, like people, I failed as a vegan people, they were eating crap. A lot of them are eating. I remember some guys when I got our channel started, I was making a video critical of someone who claimed he failed as a vegan, and you saw like his diet was comprised mainly of kale and olive oil. Like, no, that's not vegan. That's just like eating like not irrationally. Like there's no calories there. So yeah, just a matter of knowing what kinds of foods are good to eat, and with it, you don't need to get a vegan cookbook, but the basic foundations. You hear me say this all the time. Your grains, anything, rice, brown rice, basmati rice, wild rice, jasmine rice, take your pick. Quinoa, anything. And starchy things like potatoes, sweet potatoes, yams, all that kind of stuff. Legumes, lentils, any kind of bean, black bean, white bean, anything like that. And fruits like bananas, stuff that you can get, a lot of calories for a really low price, because some fruits are hella expensive, and greens, just basic stuff like that. But yeah, if you need some vegan burgers to help you through the transition, vegan, packaged foods, go for it. Not to toot our own horn, but a book like Angie's book here, Keep It Carb Baby. It's whole food plants, stuff that, any person can make, and it doesn't involve, super chef knowledge, just whole food plant stuff. It's not ours, Dr. Greger, Mike the Vegan. I haven't checked other books out, but from what I understand, they got good stuff too. Just get a few meals down, have a few meals wired that you can make every week. Like in our book here, I make khichdi every week. It's an Indian dish. Um, Rice, mung beans, and a bunch of veggies, and it's super filling. So yeah, make sure you're full too. A lot of people don't eat enough. They kind of like undereat as vegans initially, and they wonder why they're hungry and feeling dizzy all the time. That's a classic newbie mistake. Yeah, you got to put a little more food than what you're used to, because plant foods are generally less calorically dense than animal products, than meat. So you might just make sure you're full. Don't undereat for sure. And thank you, Race Lover, for linking to our shop.happyhealthyvegan.org, where you can get our book there. If you want to get it, Angie will sign it. Just leave a note when you check out, and I'll sign it too if you want. But it's really Angie's work there. And for all you guys are wondering, she hasn't started writing it, but she's getting recipes together for a new book for next year. So look for it maybe middle or the second half of next year. She doesn't rush things. She wants it to be right. So anyway, how to get the family on board? I'm not the best person to ask, because I haven't really been able to get any family members to convert. Got them interested in veganism, but not converted. All right, good day in Australia there, Super Beckles. How do you find your Angie? Well, Stefan, great question. I say go to some vegan events. Hopefully there's some in your area, because the statistics, as far as I know, still hold that there are more female vegans than male vegans. So your odds, your male to female ratio is favorable. So just go to some events, and yeah, just be cool, Talk to some people when you go. As I'm saying, just don't lurk. Let's see. Any thoughts on Plant Paradox? I haven't read it. I've seen reviews. I know what it is. Yeah, it's another anti-vegan kind of book. So yeah, maybe one day if I'll look for it at the library and do a review about it. Bart K. Who is this Bart K, Race Lover? He is a moron. So okay. Former senior lecturer in clinical physiology, research method. Okay, published. Okay. He called our vegan gains? What do you mean he called our vegan gains? Tell me more about this. I guess I've been out of touch with that. Wow. Sounds interesting. Let's see. What else you guys? He called out vegan gains. Oh, I know who you're talking about. I saw Vegan Gains response to him. Yeah, the guy that was a former academician or whatever the word is. He's got mild form of autism or something like that. That guy. Yeah, I saw him call out Vegan Gains. I didn't watch that whole video when Vegan Gains responded to him, but I forgot his name. But yeah, you're right. I saw that. And from what I could tell, he didn't really challenge Vegan Gains on any of the facts and science and logic and argumentation that Vegan Gains put out there. All he did was try to do like personal attacks on vegan games, or at least ad hominem attacks, if you will. Never really attacking the facts, science, or logic, just trying to attack the person, discredit the person. So yeah, what kind of scientist uses that as their main tool of advancing the truth, right? I mean, come on, the guy should know better if he has these advanced degrees. So that's a really disappointing retort from someone who's supposed to be so learned, you know? Use logic, not ad hominem attacks. Yeah, years of research just to be a moron, huh? Anyway. Oh, cool, Pale Moon. Thank you so much. That I'll tell Angie that you came back to veganism after a year of standard American diet, and that we have you back on board. See, this is what motivates me to make videos, not to attack other vegans or attack former recent vegans, but just to give good information out there, particularly dispelling a lot of these, you know, the misinformation that's coming out of the media in such rapid fire succession as of late. You know, show people the true facts about vegan diet. I like it when the haters try to leave comments, stop lying about veganism. Like, what is the lie? Again, attack the logic, attack the science. Just don't call me a liar without having something, you know, something substantial to back that up. Because I have a mountain of science I can pull out. Just go to pretty much the entirety of the nutritionfacts.org website, or the bibliography of a book like, say, Proteinaholic by Dr. Garth Davis, which is hundreds of studies published by non-vegan researchers. I like it when the anti-vegans say, "Oh, you're just pushing some world vegan agenda by vegan doctors." Like, no, these researchers don't probably give a crap about veganism. Their science just happens to show that eating plants has all the benefits that we talk about all the time on this show. I don't know anything, Groovy Lisa, about autism and how veganism would affect that. If anyone has any resources or knows anything about that, please share here in the comments. Sorry, I'll let you know. I never BS you if you ask something that's totally outside of anything I have any knowledge about. That's what's cool. Some YouTubers will just BS and pretend they know the answer to everything, or even worse, just say eat plants, it cures everything, any disease. You know who I'm talking about, what kind of people I'm talking about out there. And I think that's harmful information to try to give people some like medical information based on pretty much no real science or fact. Anyway, all right, what else you guys talking about here? Sev wants to know why people, the haters, hate vegan because they're jealous of vegan. No, I think it's because in some fundamental way we're challenging their worldview, the worldview that they've been, that society has put into their heads their entire lives. Like, you got to eat meat, and then also it challenges not only their worldview, but it challenges their lifestyle, because they hear the claims from, like, say, the movie Cowspiracy, how more than half of greenhouse gases, and this is not just Cowspiracy, I think it's the World Watch Institute, the majority of greenhouse gases are 51% are from animal agriculture, 91% of the rainforest destruction in the Amazon is from animal agriculture. And I think they just feel guilt that their lifestyle is contributing to the rapid decline of our planet, and that switching to a vegan or plant-based diet helps slow that down dramatically. And I think it's all that, the worldview being challenged, like some kind of weird guilt that their lifestyle is not particularly good for the planet. And then there's the health stuff too, all the scientific health claims. So I think something about that just bugs them, because they know somehow they're telling themselves, I could never change. I could never give up eating blah, blah, blah. You all have a meat eater friend that says that I couldn't give up blah, 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 because of my heritage, because of plant side feelings, whatever dumb reason they want to throw out there. So I think that's it. I've thought about this for a while. Want me to debunk Bart K? I've had so many people ask me, so I'll take a deeper look into his. I haven't seen any original videos of his. Like I said, I just saw that one, the first Vegan Gains response to him. What do I suggest to someone who feels lost in life? Well, vegan for life. I hear you. This has been a really challenging year for a lot of people, myself included, Angie, a lot of people we know. I don't know what's going on. If it's some kind of like woo-woo cosmic thing affecting all of us, or what. I'm not sure what to tell you. I don't have a good answer for you. I just try not to let the negativity affect me negatively. Does that make sense? Yeah, when you get hate from anything, it doesn't have to be even vegan related. You just be if you just feel some negativity from someone, like someone at the gym kind of pissed me off yesterday, it's like, it's obviously some issue that they have that they're projecting out towards me. It wasn't even on the basketball court. It was like waiting. He was waiting for me to get off the pull-up machine. Anyway, yeah, I just try not to take things personally, not let things escalate because there's fanning the fire. They're waiting for you to jump in. So I just try to remain as positive as possible, and hopefully this kind of negativity that surrounded a lot of 2018 will be differently next year. Hope so. We'll see. Um, don't give Bart K the attention. Yeah, I don't know. I'll check it out. I'll see if there's been any more information since that one video I saw about a week or so ago on Richard's channel. Do you do anything to prevent gray hair? Great question, AS. No, it's just a natural part of aging. Maybe one day I'll dye my hair dark, but it's all fully natural right now. You can see I got little bits of gray, but you know, I'm just happy to have this dark and full head of hair as I do at age 51. But yeah, you can always dye your hair for sure. Okay, Race Lover wants me to ignore him too. Hey, Gil Films. I didn't see you hop on here. Thanks for joining me and Race Lover to help keep this. So far, it's been a really nice, clean chat. I haven't had to put anyone in timeout yet. I'm not sure if Race Lover has, but cool. The more the merrier. The less power the trolls have to infiltrate, just the more positive and easy flowing of a discussion we can have here, because they just want us to get sucked into their negativity and get distracted from what we're trying to talk about here and talk about their whatever nonsense they want to try to bring up. Yeah, good quote from the Dead there, Shaylee. I've seen them play that a couple times, both as the Grateful Dead and Dead and Company. Oh, well, Angie saw your comment there too. Awesome. I didn't know Angie was looking on here. Hey, Angie. Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, Angie, yeah, she got better from that cold she caught right after Thanksgiving. Was healthy, pretty much for a week or so. And then, bam, we had a beautiful Christmas Eve. Then flu symptoms started manifesting themselves later on that night. And yeah, woke up Christmas Day with a flu, and it's pretty gnarly. Never seen her so sick before, and she's starting to feel human again as of like yesterday. So she's recovering again from now a flu. Looks like probably bronchitis. So that's why she cannot join in here or probably make a video for a while still. So let's try to send her some good vibes and positivity. And I just feel so sorry for you, Angie. I can't believe. I wish it could have been me that got sick this time. Just no fair for you to get sick twice like that. She never gets sick. Last time she got sick was like a couple years ago. Been healthy as an ox. Is that right to say? Ever since then. Oh, poor Angie. I just heard her coughing in the background back there. So anyway, oh wow. Groovy Lisa flew for 3 weeks. Oh man, yeah, Angie. She had some oranges earlier, so hopefully that will help her out there. Um, no honey, vegan for life. You can't give Angie any honey there, but yeah, she's been eating fruit. She's starting to eat again for the first 2 days of the hardcore flu symptoms. No vaccines. Yeah, she wasn't even eating really. Just ate a few crackers, vegan crackers, but yeah, she ate a huge meal I made last night. The epic burrito bowl, as in that's found in here in her book, Keep It Carved. I made her epic burrito bowl, which makes a ton of food. I was kind of worried I made too much food for me and a sick Angie, but no, she ate her plate fine. So she's starting to get her thing back together. Yeah, and the guacamole, you like the guacamole? Cool. I think I may have put in too much salt. We had a plumber come by last night because they had a plumbing issue too. And I got distracted. I think I put in more salt than I would have. Maybe that's made the guacamole even a little better than normal. Answer Monkey's question. Why you pushing me so hard to answer Monkey's question? Okay, Orange Monkey. Do I believe in God? Well, longtime viewers of our show know that if someone were to come in here and put a gun to my head and say, "What religion do you believe in?" It'd be Buddhism, and it's just not like a recent thing. I would have said that as far back as like, maybe 1990 or something like that. I've been to more Buddhist houses of worship, read more Buddhist books than anything else. However, that doesn't totally define my spirituality, because Buddhism, when you get down to it, it's kind of like veganism in a certain sense. It, um, it's more like veganism than like Christianity. It's kind of like a philosophy, a way of looking at life. It's sometimes called a psychology. Actually, it's a way of looking at the world. But actually, I am a spiritual person. Obviously, if you watch some of our vlogs where we go camping, we go to get a spiritual recharge. Listen to our music; it's very spiritual. So yeah, we do yoga, and meditate. Um, yeah, I get in some deep meditations too, or get kind of woo woo here, where I get in touch with the divinity that flows through the world. It's not like separated in some other weird place or something. It flows through me. It flows through the earth. Flows. It's I'm getting kind of out there, but yeah, that I believe in kind of the divinity found in meditation and yoga, and my kind of spiritual philosophy is sort of defined by Buddhism, sort of. But anyway, that's that. So hopefully I answered your question sufficiently there. Anyway, um, oh, Groovy Lisa. Oh, yeah, I think I remember you before mentioning you're like me, part Asian and part white. So it makes sense. I have like this mixture of philosophies too, just like you. Yeah, if you're Buddhism, yeah, you can still believe in a Christian God or any other, kind of deity or God. There's nothing that excludes us from how I understand it. Um, Cool, Sev. You're Buddhist too. Cool. I'm glad my little rap there was consistent with how you see Buddhism. Um, yeah, Buddhism doesn't put down any religions. Great point there, Frederick. Yeah, we don't say. A lot of people say, "Well, you worship Buddha, don't you?" Like, no, you don't really worship Buddha. I guess you can, like at Buddhist temples, you can, but you're not really worshiping a Buddha. Really, it's kind of not quite the same. Um, anyway, um, Jacob Shakespeare. This is a great question. New sub. Do you do activism? Well, it depends. And this is a great question. What defines activism exactly? I make like I've made over 1,000 videos here on YouTube, promoting veganism. Sometimes I talk about animals. Sometimes I talk about health. Sometimes I'm responding to some nitwit video I found on YouTube. So is that considered activism, or does activism mean having to go out in the streets and stuff like that? We go to vegan events, we go to vegan festivals. In fact, we were on a vegan activist panel at LA Veg Fest this um, May, I guess it was. So depends what activism. There's many ways to be an activist. That's how I interpret it. Really what it all comes down to is spreading the vegan message in as many ways as possible. And I don't think any one way is superior. And if you think your way is the best, you better check yourself, because what's the end goal? To think you're better than someone else, or I'm not saying you, I'm just speaking in general, or to spread the message of veganism to as many people as possible. Like I like to point out, like say Dr. Greger or Dr. Garth Davis. I've never seen them at like a animal rights rally or in front of a slaughterhouse, but they're doing their thing. They're putting great information out there about plant-based diets. And even Dr. Garth Davis identifies himself as a vegan. And I wouldn't want him to stop writing books on veganism, like Proteinaholic, which I got right here. I don't see it right now, but trust me, I got it. I've showed it many times. I want him to treat patients and do all the social media presenting the healthful aspects of veganism. I want guys like Earthling Ed, Joey Carbstrong doing what they do out in the public, we need people like say us and like Mike the Vegan making videos about veganism, presenting more of the stuff that Earthing Ed and Joey Carbstrong really don't present, like the science, the debunking anti-vegan stuff. We all have our place in there. So yeah. We have a deal with As Nature Intended Shoes, where if you use our code, $5 will go to Mercy for Animals. We've done fundraisers for animal sanctuary places. I think that's what they're called. We've talked to Gene Bauer, Farm Sanctuary. We're going to go out there after the new year. So yeah, we do all sorts of things. So yeah, well, the thing is, I don't want to restrict my activism to one kind. I just want to go out there and spread the vegan message. I hope everyone out there spreads it in the way that they feel like they can be most effective at. Oh, wow. Thank you, Stefan. Thank you so much for your most extremely generous super chat tip. That might be the biggest one we've ever got there. Thank you, Stefan. Again, check out at Ryan Lum or Happy Healthy Vegan on Twitter, and you will see a shout out to their forever on our Twitter page. So thanks, Stefan. Thank you so much for your super chat tip there. Yeah, race lever. I agree with you. Yeah, we need all kinds. We need all kinds of activists. If someone says, "Well, Dr. Garth Davis needs to, go out in the street." Well, no, I want him to keep practicing medicine and writing books. um, Omar, can you explain why a lot of vegans get depression? Like Vegan Gains. Vegan Gains is a really special case. He's got certain, you guys know, if you watch his channel, he's been diagnosed with certain conditions. He's admitted he has certain conditions. Depression is not a vegan thing. Just get that out there. That's a myth right there. I mean, I know many people that have depression, and most of them are non-vegan. It's like saying vitamins are for vegans. So most people I know that take vitamins are not vegans, So no, that's just a myth. I think depression affects vegans and non-vegans in the same proportions. If someone could check the facts on there, if not the same, I bet you they are quite similar. So that's veganism and depression definitely don't go hand in hand. In fact, I've talked to many people, a lot of you guys have commented how veganism has been the best thing as far as ameliorating or relieving your depression. All right. Anyway, sorry about my nose there. Okay. Wow, what did we do before YouTube? We actually made a video about this. I forgot what it was titled. God, and it's so hard because we made over 1,000 videos. I can't remember the title. We talked about it before, but I've done a number of things. I'm not the kind of guy who's like worked in one career for my entire life. But just to list a bunch of stuff up in no particular order, I'm not going chronology. Well, I'll try it. I went to college, got a degree in philosophy, did graduate school in philosophy, UC Santa Barbara. I left to go work in computers and pursue music. I had jobs, full-time jobs as like a web developer, internet software developer. I left that after a while to work on my own freelance. When I started working in social media, I kind of got from web development into search engine optimization for a number of years, and was doing my own freelance web development. And I like to help people too, instead of just working only for myself. So I devoted some of my time then to work with students via the Princeton Review as a master tutor, helping them kick butt on the SAT. And I just kind of gave that up as Happy Healthy Vegan was getting started, because I was getting that sense of satisfaction just making videos, helping people in that regard. So I've always had that part of me where I like to actually, it really pleases me to share something I might have learned over time and give it to someone else or many other of you guys. And I get a reward from that. And I left out a bunch of other stuff there too. Yeah, I said musician too. I've put out 10, I've recorded and produced, or at least co-produced 10 albums over my many years, and many other like singles and EPs. So I've done a lot of stuff. Do I remember the very first video I posted? Yes, I do. Red Azard. Yeah, it was just me sitting out in the backyard here on a sunny wintry or spring day, soaking up some sun and talking about vitamin D. And it's most, and this isn't just my opinion. You can take a vitamin D supplement if you're low in vitamin D, but the most effective way is just to go out and get some sunshine. So that was my first video. It was really poorly filmed. I had a horrible camera. Nothing was really good about it, but at least it was a start. And that's what I like to do. I don't like to be a perfectionist at first. I guess it comes from software development. You just want to get something out there, then you iterate and get better and better and better as time goes on. But you want to get something out there just to do it, just do it, as Nike kind of says. But it's a funny video. Once in a while, I'll just watch it for giggles and just kind of go, "Wow, I can't believe that was our first video." All our videos are still up then too. From back then. Yeah. Yeah, those old videos. I don't think we've taken any of those first videos down. Maybe one or two just that were absolutely pointless. But yeah, it's still up there. Um, K, fave R&B artist. You have to ask Angie that one. You know, she's our resident R&B expert here. If Angie wants to mention a few down there. Let me see. What she's been listening to a lot lately. Um, Her favorite one is probably one you don't know, but yeah, she's our R&B person. Um, let's see. Do I use vegan shampoo? Yeah, it says it's not tested on animals. It's Andalou, I think is a brand, but I have no particular one brand or one style of shampoo I use. I just just kind of jump around, whatever kind of works and cleans my hair. And I've been having good luck with the Andalou. I've noticed if I use the same brand for too long, it seems to be less effective. So I'll kind of jump around. So let's see. Do I take any supplements? I've talked about this many times. So I guess you're kind of new there. What is it? Jakub. But yeah, just only a B12 supplement. And I did it maybe 4 or 5 years into my veganism. And I was already strong. I think it was about 450, 500 already, which is well above like, 2 or 300, depending on which organization you're talking to as the recommended minimum. Yeah, I've been taking B12. Now it's like over 1,000. So yeah, yeah, that's it. Just a B12 sub. Let's see. Let's see. Is LA a good place to live and meet vegans? Enjoying, oh yeah, advocacy groups. Yeah, absolutely. Any kind of vegan scene you're looking for here, if you want to meet up a vegan activist, we've got them. If you want to find lots of just cool vegan places to eat at, restaurants, pop-ups, a scene built based upon that, we got that. It's a very thriving place to be a vegan out here for sure. Yeah, it's one of the best for sure. Pretty much anywhere on the West Coast is pretty good, generally speaking. But I think LA, the whole LA area is really good. Um, do I lift? I put out a few videos. Let's go check on our channel. Yeah, I've been I wasn't lifting for many years. I was focused more on running and cycling. And in retrospect, I could have been lifting then as well, but it wasn't necessary. But I've been playing more basketball for the past few years. And yeah, I've been lifting more as I've been playing more basketball now. But yeah, it's weird when people talk about do you lift? There's many goals people have when lifting. Like there's the obvious one, like bodybuilders. They're trying to get as big and swole as possible. Guys are trying to get as much strength as possible. And if you look at like say basketball players, that's not really their goal. Their goal is to get stronger, but not to the point where they're like super jacked up or anything like that. So yeah, I'm lifting as like a basketball player lifts, just for extra strength for basketball. Check out, I do plyometrics too. Do I like plyometrics? Plyometrics is pretty much like rapid fire, like jumping stuff like that. And yeah, check out my 2 videos I made on how I've been training for the past few months. Do I have my book here? No, I don't have it right here with me. It's called Jump Attack. It was written by the trainer of Michael Jordan, Dwayne Wade, Kobe Bryant, countless others, Charles Barkley, Corey Maggette, the list goes on, but primarily he's famous for training Michael Jordan, and it's a plyometric and weight training program. It's not going to get you super jacked, but its goal is to make you, have the skills, not the skills, but the strength that those guys had if you have the genetics for that. But anyway, yeah, just check out the videos. Too much for me to get into here too. It's kind of boring for anyone who's not really, he doesn't care about that. It's not really a vegan thing. In fact, yeah, those guys are definitely not really into veganism. Anyway, do we grow any of our own food? Just a little bit. It takes a lot of time. Do I believe in aliens? I don't disbelieve in them. I've never seen aliens, but yeah, I look out in the sky. I had a telescope when I was a kid. When I'm on an airplane, I'm looking out the window all the time. I want to believe, as they say, I want to see an alien. So maybe one day I will see UFOs or little green man or something like that. Let's see. Well, first time in our chat speech fairs. Well, welcome. Thanks. I haven't been doing them as frequently. I used to do these every week, pretty much religiously after my runs on Wednesday night with my running club. But since I'm not running with them anymore, particularly because it's wintertime, it's cold as and super dark, so I can't film. But yeah, my training's been totally different since I've been doing my lifting and basketball thing. I'll probably change it up next year. I don't like to stay with any one regime of exercise or workout for forever. I get bored and the body gets bored. I like changing up. I like what I've done this year. It feels great putting on, the muscle I put on this year. I feel different. I feel stronger. It feels good. And it's not like I look all jacked or anything like that. It's just like the same body with some muscle, and it's cool. It feels good. It's helping my sports out. Like I said, I probably could have benefited from this when I was running. If you want to be an elite runner, like like you know, elite runner, you guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah, then maybe it would be a little counterproductive. But just for a fun 50-year-old runner type like myself, I don't think it would have negatively affected me, other than it would have taken away from running time. Anyway, all right, Angela, thanks for hopping on in the chat here. Say goodbye to Angie and wish her well and speedy recovery from whatever this flu bronchitis thing is that hit her on Christmas. Awesome. You guys are great. Really, these good wishes from you guys are awesome. Much appreciated. And it's good to send anyone who's ill some good love and good vibes. So, you know, thank you guys. I've been doing my share. So you guys are helping me out a little bit here too. Thanks. Um, is it cold in Long Beach? Let's see. Right now, it is supposedly, I don't know what it is right now. Oh, 54 degrees. So you guys tell me if that 54 degrees Fahrenheit. So you guys can tell me if that's considered cold or hot. For us, that's a little cold. I mean, it does get colder, obviously, particularly when it dips into like the 30s, upper 30s. But yeah, I mean, look at me. I'm wearing a jacket. Usually I'm sitting around in a little t-shirt or no shirt or something like that. 11 degrees. Yikes. Wow. Yeah, that is definitely cold by any standard. Let me do some of my computer screen here. Okay. Let's see. 20 degrees. 48 for you, Groovy, in LA. Yeah, so that's pretty cold for us in LA. I know a lot of you guys on the East Coast or Midwest go, man, if it's 48, we'd be outside, run around in our shorts. And yeah, you probably would. But yeah, it's pretty cold for us out here. I mean, I'm just waiting for a nice day again. It's not too much to ask for here in LA. It's actually quite common. I haven't seen one for a while. Just a nice like day that's like sunny and like 68. I'll take that. I'll go out running shirtless and soak up some sun at noon. That's my dream. I like to run at noon in the wintertime so I can get some vitamin D and just feel warm. And then in the summer, I'll run like at dawn. I mean, at dusk, not dawn. I'm asleep at dawn. It's in the negatives here. Oh my God. Wow, 37 in Washington. That sounds pretty cold. Montana. Oh boy, don't even tell me what it is in Montana. I want to know. Or North Dakota. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. I know we're spoiled here. Minus 20 Celsius in northern Canada. I can't even, that's, you might as well say minus 2 billion Celsius there, Dionys. I have no comprehension what negative 20 Celsius feels like. I really don't know. The coldest I ever experienced is like maybe about 30 degrees with a little bit of wind in Chicago one winter in January. That was the coldest I ever felt. And they were telling me this is nice, so I really don't know what cold weather's like. Wait, we have a plants rights activist here? Whoa, how did I miss that, Race Lever? Do we really have a plants rights activist here? Where is the plant? If you are the plants rights activist and you want to make your opinion heard, comment again. Sorry I missed it. We have 209 people on right now. So if we have a plants rights activist, yeah, give us your argument about plants rights and how us vegans are like, plant murderers or torturers or whatever the argument may be. Chris, first time on one of our live streams, Chris Grant. Well, thanks for joining on. Yeah, like I said earlier, I used to do these weekly on Wednesdays, but they're kind of just random now whenever I get some free time because my schedule is kind of random right now. A good question there, Faith. Did my spiritual beliefs have any impact on my choice to go vegan? That's a great question. I really don't know how to answer that, to be honest with you. But let me just kind of speculate here. For anyone who knows anything about Buddhism, there's a lot of vegetarianism and veganism in Buddhism. In fact, I think some of the first vegan restaurants I've ever been to were Chinese restaurants made for Buddhist monks who were vegetarian and vegan. So yeah, there is definitely a connection there because part of Buddhism is the respect for all sentient life. Because part of the noble truths of Buddhism is that all life is suffering, and there's ways to try to deal with that. Basically, it's having the right kinds of thoughts and attitudes towards yourself and objects and events in the world. But anyway, yeah, there is a component to that, and I'm not sure if there's a cause and effect there. Good question. Yeah, and it's not just Buddhism. Many Eastern religions, yeah, Sikhism, some Hindu. Because like again, one of my first vegetarian restaurants I went to was an Indian restaurant. So yeah, in Eastern religions, there is that component of veganism and vegetarianism. So yeah, there might be some connection there. I remember when I was at a Grateful Dead show in like 1990 or 91. Yeah, the Hare Krishnas were there, and they were giving out vegetarian food, and I was digging it. So yeah, there's definitely a connection. Okay, let's see what else is happening here. I think we may have found the plant activists here. I'm not sure if I've is Sidalicious the plant activist? I'm still not absolutely clear entirely who our plant activist is here. Um, let's see. Have we ever spoken to the vegan couple about vegetarianism? No, not really. We've only met them that one time at LA Veg Fest this year when we were all on the vegan activist panel together. We're on there with that vegan couple, Earthling Ed. Gosh, who else is on there with us? That's all that's coming to mind right now. That's a pretty full panel right there. But yeah, no, we didn't really get a chance to hang. They were busy. We had stuff going on. They had stuff going on. So yeah, I didn't really get a chance. But we talked backstage. They're a really nice couple there. Let's see. Oh, so delicious. Yeah, we're not saying harm plants or anything like that. So you weren't the one. Okay. Um, what on earth is a plant activist? Good question, Fractor. It's the name that I believe I may have come up with when responding to anti-vegan arguments. And there's been a few of them. One was Joe Rogan. He made a video why, at least I made a video on Joe Rogan's failed veganism. Hey, he talked about how he tried it for a while, but one of his arguments was plants are dying, they're feeling pain. That weird Australian comic guy, Isaac Butterfield, he likes to make arguments how plants have feelings too. So I kind of call these people plant activists. They have no problems about slaughtering animals, but when it comes to plants, plants are some of these sacred beings not to be harmed in any way, and vegans are causing all this harm. Even that windbag, what's his name, Pierce Morgan, he's a plant activist too. They put out these arguments about how plants have feelings and vegans are harming the plants, therefore vegans are hypocrites and veganism is null and void, so we should therefore kill billions of animals because plants get harmed or have feelings, and these guys think they're championing the rights of the voiceless plants. That's what I call a plant activist. And my there's so many ways to respond to that, but just the one quickest way, here's the quickest way to shut up a plant activist. I have many ways, but just tell them nothing, plants don't die. I mean, first of all, I'm sure Joe Rogan and Isaac Butterfield pay a gardener to mow their lawn. Let's think of all the plants being harmed then. They don't give a crap about that. But when vegans eat a plant, it's horrible. But here's my quickest response. Just say you're walking down the street and there's an apple tree and a ripe apple falls down from the tree. You pick it up and eat it. That's what nature intended. You're not killing the apple. It's not like the tree is dead now because you ate the apple. The tree continues living and producing more apples, and you've done what nature intended. The goal of an apple tree is to produce apples, so a creature will come by and eat it, to disperse the seed and continue the cycle of life. So nothing died there. So yeah, plants aren't getting killed there's just shut them up with that one. Like, where's the death there? Um, so anyway, hey, user in the room, doing good this episode. Thanks for joining in if you just got in here. You love that I'm a philosopher, so delicious? Cool. Yeah, I don't know if I can legally or professionally call myself a philosopher, but yeah, yeah, I studied philosophy. As I said, went to grad school in it as well. But yeah, that's the kind of training, the schooling or education that just doesn't leave you. A good study. If you study philosophy, it kind of like shapes your brain for the rest of your life in a certain way. Um, That's cool, Jacob. If you're a plant abuser, I'm not gonna really look down on you. Hopefully, you're not doing anything more heinous than like buying and eating plants, not like going and torturing a plant or anything like that. Have you ever met a Jane, like a Janus? I probably have. I didn't know it, but I can't say I'm friends or know any personally. But that'd be cool. I'd like to discuss with them their, one on one, face to face, a shared belief in not harming sentient beings. Cool. I have your middle name too, Val. It's cool. Awesome. Yeah, Groovy Lisa. I abused some potatoes. Last night I believe it was. I steamed some potatoes in the steamer. Pretty graphic stuff. I know, but it's got to be done, right? Someone's got to eat them potatoes. Hey, Tracy. Hey, thanks for hopping on here. Good to see you here this evening. There's a good one, EB3 for the yeah, meat eaters town. Yeah, well, you could chop up a potato like I did last night, but unlike your meat, it doesn't scream at any point. Like when you chop up an animal, say it was alive, God forbid, it would be pretty unpleased and screaming at you. Pretty much would be. That's why I try to tell people too. It's like, if say you're in a room with a baby or a small child and you slice some potatoes up, that's not going to traumatize anyone. But if you start like you have a goat or a cow and you like jab it in the neck and bleed it out, that's going to f that person up, that kid up for their life possibly. It's going to leave them traumatized. So there's one reason too. It just shows you innately children aren't born to be, you know I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. Just, eating meat as their part of their diet. Would I ever do or have I ever done a psychedelic? I've talked about it before. Yeah, um I've done a few before. I haven't done any recently, but yeah, mushrooms was something I was into in the 90s, psilocybin mushrooms, and I've had nothing but positive things to say about them, but I've always done them in like controlled conditions. I don't condone going out to a rave or a concert or anything like that. I used them purely for like spiritual exploration rather than like going out and partying or something like that, because I kind of see them as sacred tools of sorts, not to get too woo woo. I just looked at how they were used traditionally and tried to like emulate that. But yeah, I haven't done that in a while. I'm kind of yeah, I feel fine spiritually as far as like, what I'm doing with like yoga and meditation. Not the same thing, I know it's not, but they kind of direct you in the same direction. Uh, but yeah, I'm not promoting them or anything like that. If that's what you're wanting, I'm just telling you the honest truth about my past there, and I'm not afraid to talk about it. Um, let's see. Did I pick my own? But no, I've had friends that have grown them. Those are the best ones when they're like fresh. Let's see. What else we got going here in the questions here? Um, You would like to hear me participate in Dr. Greger's live chats. I've tried to participate in a few, and I noticed that me and the others were commenting that he wasn't answering any of the comments, and someone said it was being like streamed to both Facebook and YouTube. Can anyone confirm that with me? Because it didn't seem like, at least maybe it's different now. This is many, many months ago, like maybe 6, 7, 8 months ago. So if anyone could confirm to me that Dr. Greger's live streams actually happen live on YouTube, let me know and I will try to jump in on some future ones. So let me know. Help me know what's going on there. How am I doing with the leg training there, Tracy Alexander? Yeah, I'm actually taking a little break from my jump attack plyometric weights thing that if hopefully you guys saw my 2 videos on that. There's 3 phases. I completed the first 2 phases of this workout put out by Michael Jordan's former trainer. I'm only supposed to take a week off between these 2 phases, but it's just been weird with the holidays and stuff, so I'm gonna probably have, like, 2.5 weeks off. So I've just been playing more basketball, which is good because during the phase 2 of Jump Attack, I pretty much didn't have any time for basketball, so I've been playing a lot of basketball, and that's cool. I'm feeling my leg muscles readapt back to basketball, but I want them to be ready for both. So yeah, it's coming. It's a process. I really wish I had even more time to devote to, that sort of stuff, exercise and training, but I'm just a simple YouTuber. I'm not a professional athlete. Um, let's see. Fruit detox. Depends what you're detoxing from, any of our siblings vegan, or no, we haven't been able to get any of our family vegan. I've mentioned many times. We've got many interested, but none have really fully like, hey, I'm vegan now. But yeah, they're very vegan friendly. I've mentioned like at Thanksgiving, two of Angie's sisters, they're one brings pretty much all vegan stuff. Another will have some vegan stuff there for us. So they're cool with it, but yeah, we haven't been able to get anyone to fully take the plunge. I'm not sure when that will be. Um, let's see what else you guys are asking about here. Have I ever been to Nebraska? Okay, you always like to ask the random questions, and I appreciate that. A live stream is just not the same without Kay's random questions. And in case you're wondering, no, I've never been to Nebraska. Kind of been near it when I drove across the country from LA to Chicago, but we never entered Nebraska. Um, let's see. All right, Vegan for Life. Well, thanks for joining in on this live stream. Appreciate you being here and sharing good vibes with us. Um, let's see. Is basketball vegan? Isn't the ball leather? Great question, Valis. Depends how rich you are, what level you play at. If you play in the NBA, yes, they do use a leather ball. And you can buy that official NBA leather ball if you want to. I've never seen anyone, I don't think I've ever seen anyone anywhere I've ever played at use the official NBA leather ball because it's hella expensive. Thankfully, that means people aren't buying it. No, we use some kind of composite material. Is fully not vegan. I mean, it's vegan. It's not, it doesn't use any animal products whatsoever. They're great balls. Yeah, just the NBA is just stuck in that official ball. And I've read that their hands are so used to the way that leather ball feels is when they use a ball like mine, it kind of hurts their hands or fingers or something like that. But yeah, it can be completely vegan as long as you're not an NBA professional. Let's see, our live streams usually on here or You Now? Asked Macy. I haven't streamed on You Now for over a year. I think that chapter of our live streaming is completely done. I'm just all, yeah, it's like, our following is here on YouTube. That's where we're streaming at. So yeah, it's here. You Now, no more. Let's see. Cool. You like our keeping it rational here? Thanks, Stefan. Yeah, that we have. I mean, I believe veganism is very rational. There's no reason to you know try to promote veganism in an irrational way, full of woo woos or lies or misinformation. Yeah, just stick to the truth, stick to the facts. There's tons of that out there in support of not eating dead animals. Yeah, who uses You Now, huh, Groovy Lisa? I don't know too many people that are still on You Now. I think it's a pretty niche thing at this point. I think YouTube's live streaming just pretty much ate into their whole market share. Oh, cool, Tracy. Took some of Angie B's cookies to your mom for the holidays. Yeah, I was going to say, I bet she loved them. Everyone loves Angie's cookies. We just give people, like friends and family, our cookies. They probably don't even think if they're vegan or not. They probably know in the back of their minds they got to be vegan, but they're not thinking about it immediately, and they eat it and love them. Like, oh, yeah, those are great vegan cookies. Cool. Cool. There's other very rational vegans on YouTube, Groovy Lisa. Thank you for that vote of confidence there. But yeah, say like Mike the Vegan, he's just as rational. Um, and I hate to say this, but he can get really emotional and sort of violent at times. But Vegan Gains, when he's being rational, his rationality is pretty tight when it comes to vegan diets. So yeah, but there's others out there too. Ask yourself, I've seen him be quite rational. Even crazy, my bud Foot Soldier, he can sometimes get a little bit outrageous like Vegan Gains, but when you get down to their logic and argumentation, solid rationality. So yeah, there's others out there. Yeah, Mike's probably the most closest as far as like, rational without getting into the like just the more, what's the word I'm looking for? Just kind of I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. Just no. Um. Huh. What's the word? Controversial way of being vegan. Yeah, Foot Soldier's funny. He's probably a lot funnier than I am too. He seems like he probably does stand up or something, huh? Anyway, um, I guess yeah, but maybe a little more grounded, Peter. Thank you for the word there. Um, what's the evidence on the keto diet? Hey, just go check out Dr. Greger. He's got lots of videos on low carb and ketogenic diets. Um, I'm not going to say anything about UV. You guys can make your own opinions about that person. Yeah, Ellen Fisher. Yeah, she's cool. I wish we could have hung out with her when we were in Maui. That didn't work out. I am definitely not foot soldier, guys. I couldn't do that British accent by any stretch. And plus, I'm way more buff than foot soldier. I know he's working out more now too. Um, let's see. New Zealand, right on. Cool. We got the whole span of the globe here. Sorry, flat earthers, representing right now. Have I ever met, asked Faith 14, have I ever met a non-vegan that actually affected my mood and brought you to near anger or frustration? Well, frustration for sure, Faith. Usually I don't meet these anti-vegans. For some reason, I don't know why it is. Anti-vegans just don't come up and mess with me. Um, I'm not sure why that is. Maybe all our friends and family know that I know what I'm talking about, and there's just no way to get in a debate with me about it. But um, as far as getting frustrated, yeah, when I watch like, say those Piers Morgan videos, I don't get angry. I just get frustrated. I just go, oh my, ugh, like how can someone be so completely just full of it, just lying, misrepresenting? He knows what he's saying is crap, but that's, I get frustrated for sure. I definitely get frustrated. I'm a human, even though I seem chill and calm, I get angry, I get frustrated, I get bummed, I get depressed sometimes, it's all, I just try not to dwell on those less than positive aspects of my being, of my emotions as I can. But I go there for sure. I'm a normal person. I'm not like an enlightened Buddha or anything. So anyway, yeah, who doesn't get frustrated? I just want you guys to know I'm real, even though, yeah, I tend to not make videos when I'm completely pissed off or hysterical or anything like that. Even though I may have been when I initially saw the video, but like 8 hours or 24 hours later, when I actually get down to recording and filming, yeah, I got it under control. um, what's my thoughts on I don't know who that is. Drinking blood and eating raw meat. I have no idea who that is. I can't see any reason for drinking blood and eating raw meat. It's like, of course, I don't know who that is, but just in general, yeah, no, that's lame. Um, let's see. Um, Thoughts on Bite-Sized Vegan? Yeah, I used to watch her when we started. She was kind of getting started when we were getting started on YouTube, and I remember she kind of just like stopped making videos, and I kind of lost track of her since. Is she back on or not? I have no idea. You guys tell me. If she is, I guess maybe I got unsubbed or something. So let me know. Um, Thoughts on Dr. Robert Morris? People ask me all that time. I really don't know much about him. I really don't. He's some like raw dude or something like that. So if he's some like raw guru, I'm probably not. I'm gonna agree with too many things. I'll agree on vegan stuff probably if he's got those aspects. But yeah, I really again, it's something I don't feel qualified to comment on since I know so little. I will always tell you when I don't know enough to really give you an informed opinion. Um, let's see. Okay, an ex-vegan. Yeah, I'm trying not to make too many of these videos about ex-vegans. I really don't want to like try to like follow that train. I'm kind of sticking with the media anti-vegan people, but I'll take a look at a few of them. Um, all right, Alberta, Canada. Thanks, Rick. Cool. Thanks for joining from, I'm sure, cold Alberta, huh? Okay, Easy Vegan, funny British dude with many cool recipes. Yeah, someone was asking me about Easy Vegan earlier, so thanks for clarifying who that is. Yeah, I didn't see the answer when I asked about that. Um, let's see. So we've done a lot of Q&A here. Um, Let's see. I wonder if we should do something else. You guys have anything else you guys want to chat about? I'll look down in the comments here instead of me just doing rapid fire Q&A. It's kind of tiring. I've been doing it for over an hour now. My brain wants to kind of chill out now. See if there's anything else you guys want to chill out and talk to. I will say next year we might have some interesting announcements for you. Um, so I'll just kind of leave it at that. I'm hoping one will be as soon as next month. We'll see. Um, but I'll just kind of leave it at that. I've been, talking to some people, an organization that's got, I'll just kind of leave it at that. It might be like we might. I'll just kind of. I don't know what to say. I'll just say we have a cool announcement next month. If not, it should be soon after. Where I'm just working some details out with someone to kind of expand a little bit of our reach. It's not no way selling out or anything like that. You'll see. It's really cool. You guys will dig it. It will be shocking. You guys will be stoked. Um, I do look a little tired right now, John. I'm a little tired. I'm actually getting a little hungry. I haven't had like a good meal in quite a few hours. And yeah, my body's tired. I've been playing a lot of basketball this week. I lifted a couple times this week too. So yeah, kind of tired, just kind of resting, eating. And I'm planning to play basketball tomorrow morning and maybe turn it into a little bit of a dunk session afterwards too. I think my legs are feeling kind of springy. See how that's going. But anyway, let's see. It's kind of been a physical weekend. I've just been kind of not getting the greatest sleep with Angie having the flu, sleeping right next to me, and having coughing fits and stuff like that. So, um, no, I'm not tired from eating them starches. In fact, that would perk me up right now. I've had a little plate of potatoes or something like that. But I shouldn't stay here too long. I should see how Angie's doing and make her a some kind of dinner tonight. Yeah, she's still struggling, yeah, with this new flu from after the cold that she recovered from. It sucks. I wish, like I said, it could have been me. She doesn't need two in a row like that. Um, let's see. Um, let's see. Yeah, maybe I'll bring the camera along to basketball tomorrow morning. We'll see. No coffee for me, Groovy. I don't like coffee, and if I were to have some right now at like nearly 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, it'd hit me like crack. I'd probably be up for like 72 hours or something like that. Seriously, yeah, caffeine just really like makes my brain go just super crazy. Yeah, that's why you don't see me drinking caffeine. Plus, I really don't like caffeinated drinks all that much, to be honest with you. You off to bed, Alan? I don't blame you. Cool. I'm glad I was able to help you out and answer your questions there. Sometimes it's tough with like around 200 people on to really get to every single person. I try my best. And I always tell people, if it seems like I'm ignoring you, it's nothing personal. Just ask it again. Copy and paste it if you must. I try my best here. How old was when I went vegan? I went vegan 8 years ago. So you can do the math. I'm 51 now. So it was in my early 40s. Oh, thank you, Lena J. Thanks so much for the super chat tip there. Appreciate that. Much love back to you. Thanks so much. You guys have been really cool and generous, with the super chat and with your loving vibes to me and healing vibes for Angie. I really, really appreciate it. I could tell from the comments that Angie did as well. So thank you. And Lena, look on our Twitter at Ryan Lum or Happy Healthy Vegan, and you'll have a shout out there thanking you for your super chat tip. So thanks so much. Appreciate it. What made me go vegan? Great question, Groovy Lisa. So I'll give you the answer here in the I forgot when it was, late 80s or early 90s, I think it was. I went vegetarian for a while. And see, I'm not hearing my headphones. Here we go. Let me turn up a little louder my headphones. I went vegetarian for a while and I was still living at home. I think I was still in college. And it didn't last because I wasn't making my own food, so I was just kind of depending on what my mom was making. She was cool. She made me a lot of stuff, but just really wasn't sustainable at that time. Anyway, I remember really being stoked on the same thing that got me stoked when I finally went vegan in the 2000s, was just knowing that no animals had to die in order for me to live. So I didn't go for health reasons or environmental reasons. I went for animals. Like I said in my last video, did you guys watch the last video that came out like 2 days ago? Me responding to hateful, mean comments from anti-vegans and meat eaters. And the thing I talked about at the end, it's like, if you had two choices, if you could live a life and eat food such that no animals have to die in order for you to live and be healthy and thriving, versus a lifestyle that required animals in order to die, why wouldn't you pick the one that required no animals to die for you to die? Do you like killing animals? Are you some kind of masochistic person? Do you like killing? Do you like, I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense to me why you would choose the option that involves killing and death for animals when you could pick one that doesn't involve that. To me, it makes no sense. And to me, it's just still as crystal clear today as it was back then. I was so stoked back then that animals didn't need to die in order for me to live. I don't like animals dying. Who does, right? So I think if just people could just maybe start there, some people, at least, the ones that care about animals, you can start them off on that train of thought. Like, why would you want to have animals needlessly die when they don't have to? So that's what got me. And from there, I learned about the other stuff that we talk about all the time, all the science, the health, environmental. It's just really no reason not to be vegan other than just like, not wanting to put in that effort to change. And I don't blame you. It's tough at first, but it's a lot easier now in 2018. There's so many resources out there. There's products out there. If you need to have vegan burgers to, make the transition, or vegan pizza or anything like that, which we didn't have back in 1990. So, it's a lot easier than ever before, and it keeps getting easier and easier. Um, how old was I in 1935? Not that old there, okay? Um, yeah, Facebook groups, yeah, restaurants. There's just so many. It's like what vegetarian was like 25 years ago. It's like vegan is that now. It's really easy to go vegetarian as I tried back then. And now veganism is it's just as easy. All the support, all the resources are there. Let's see. Are we joking here, Spicy Potato? Are you the comment I used? You might be the one I used in that vegan hater video, right? The reason why most vegans look bony and skinny. Huh, that's really interesting how vegans look bony and skinny. Like, who are you talking about? Like, who are these bony, skinny vegans? Are you talking about like the ones I showed in my video, like say Hinch Herbivore, who trains to be swole and buff, or I showed Dom Z Thompson for you guys on Instagram, or Badass Vegan, two huge, strong, swole dudes. I showed Brian Turner. I could have showed Nehemiah Delgado, even Vegan Gains. I mean, what is it that most vegans look bony and skinny? I mean, unless you're lifting and training to become swole, you're not going to magically be swole. I can like point you to all the guys who hold, the records and like, marathon, half marathon, 400 meters, Tour de France, elite athletes like that, and they're bony and skinny. Why? Because that's how they train. It would be a miracle, let's say, if Chris Froome woke up one day and looked like Hinch Herbivore. A miracle. Why? Because it's never going to happen. You have to train, and then diet doesn't make sense. If that were the case, Hinch Herbivore would look like Chris Froome, the Tour de France winner of most of the past few recent ones, not last year's, but so that's just a silly comment there. You're trolling, but I'm glad I got to say that. It's just so funny how a lot of meters like to say that, it really is. It's like, really? So eating meat automatically makes you swole, and being vegan automatically makes your muscles like go away? It's just the silliest anti-vegan argument. I just laugh at that one. Let's see. Do I know any vegan treats for kids? Wow, I'm not sure what you're looking for as far as treats. I'm not the good person to ask for that since I don't have kids, obviously. I mean, fruit, right? Fruit's sweet. I would start off with giving them some fruit for sure. Ryan, can I take Hench on in what? Like an arm wrestling or something, or what? I'm sure he'll outlift me on any lift for sure, but I'll take him on basketball for sure. I want to meet Inch Herbivore one day. Hopefully he'll make a trip out this way, or I'll make a trip out to England. Um, wow, cool for you, Trisha. Good results there. Giving up the dairy. Awesome. Great. Love to hear that. Um, yeah, bite-sized video. Thanks, Groovy Lisa. I remember she's made a bite-sized video. Bite-sized vegan made several videos speaking to vegan children, like in a tone for God, my headphones are they finally gonna poop out here on me? My headphones, I've had these since like the 80s. Yeah, a tone speaking directly to children. So that'd be something to check out. Um, Ray, she would like to see me and Ench play basketball. It probably wouldn't be that great. If he doesn't train in basketball, it probably wouldn't be that close. No diss in Ench. Ench is a great guy. If you guys haven't seen Hencher before on YouTube or Instagram, definitely check his channel and Instagram out for sure. Can vegan lower cholesterol? Yeah, a lot of the yeah, that's been discussed. Tons of times in the scientific research and videos how going vegan by not eating dietary cholesterol can lower your cholesterol. However, if you eat foods that are oily, particularly coconut oil, as I've shown, you can actually raise your cholesterol. So yeah, it can, assuming you're not eating an oily diet. A lot of that's genetic too, and I'll talk about that more when I show my blood tests next month. Like I said, I'm still waiting to get the script for a CT heart scan. But someone told me I should think twice about it because Dr. Gregory put out a video about potential harmful radiation s- um, from those machines. So I gotta weigh it all out. Is it worth it or not? So I'm going to talk to a couple vegan doctors about that dilemma. But anyway, I'm still waiting for my script. Let's see. Yeah, see Tracy's example of her husband lowering his cholesterol 124 points on a whole food vegan diet. There you go. There. I mean, this is really common to get to lower your cholesterol on a vegan diet. It's not for sure given thing, but it's super common. Um, let's see. I already, user in the room, I already kind of talked about religion and spirituality and God about maybe 40 minutes ago. So I'm going to leave this video up for you. I wasn't sure if I should take it down right away or leave it up, but I'll leave it up for those of you that joined on late and you could just kind of watch it then. I went on for a rambling like 4 or 5 minutes about that. So you can check that out. Oh, yeah, yours dropped too, Tracy. Probably couldn't drop as much because you may have not had as much high, if yours is already not as high, it's hard to drop it as much as someone who had higher cholesterol. I'm just, assuming, making some assumptions there. Egypt, right on, Yaha. We got someone watching from Egypt here, guys. This is awesome. Really, now all continents except Antarctica have been represented here tonight. So this is amazing. I'm not sure if someone was from Asia or not. Anyone out there watching, like from Asia? It could be like, Thailand, anywhere, not necessarily the continent of Asia. Let's see. Yeah, Angela. Yeah, Angie. Yeah, as I discussed a few times. Yeah, after she recovered from the cold, caught a nasty flu and is recovering from that too. So yeah, it sucks. Istanbul, right on, Basak. Yes, I don't think we got anyone from that part of Europe, Asia here. So Eurasia. Cool. I'll take Asia. I'll take Istanbul as a part of Asia. Would you consider Istanbul a part of Asia? I think it is considered Asia, huh? So if so, we got the entire world covered here, except for Antarctica. And considering the amount of people that live on Antarctica, or not live, but that are there, are pretty small. The odds of one of them watching our live stream right now is pretty much next to nothing. Um, oh yeah, we had Australia on earlier, so Xavier on Australia and New Zealand. I saw earlier too. Cool. So we have the whole world. You're not an Antarctica race lover. Nice try there. Yeah, I bet it's hard to find natural vegan food if you're just walking around Antarctica. You're not going to find like a Chipotle restaurant or a banana tree or something like that. All right, so we do have Thailand here, huh, Vinny? Are you really in Thailand? If so, we have Turkey on one side of Asia, Thailand on the other side. So we've got it. We've got okay. We've got it out. We've got the whole world here watching. That's awesome. See, this is what I love about social media and YouTube. Even Michigan is represented right now too, Joel. That's what's awesome. That I have a platform to. Anyone, not just me, anyone on YouTube has a platform to reach people from all across the world. You know how mind-boggling that is. Actually, I'll give you a little rambling story here. I saw a head start into the internet back in the early 90s when I released my first album. The record label's Project Records, Projekt. Our band was Love Spirals Downwards back then. And he has a pretty international following on his label. It's not like just people from California or New York or anything like that were subscribers to his label and got their catalogs. Yeah, they had to mail out catalogs back then. So yeah, immediately when we put out our first album, it kind of was a hit on their label. It like took off, and we started getting lots of fan mail and letters from people all around the world. And that's my first glimpse into what's going on now. Like, yeah, it's just like don't worry about people locally. That's cool. I'm not saying that's bad, but I've always had this knack for just being able to or not being able, but just like communicating with people globally. So that was my first taste of this like global village phenomenon that the web's truly opened up here. So I have gratitude for that, as I'm saying. I think it's really cool to be able to not only just talk to people down the street here in Long Beach, but to talk to someone in Thailand, someone in Turkey, someone in New Zealand, and even someone in Michigan too there. Do I eat any specific meals before endurance running? Well, I'm not doing endurance running right now, but nothing's really changed. Before I exercise, I don't like to go out on an empty stomach, but I like to have like say a banana. So before I would go on like a 10-mile training run, I'd have a banana. Now before I go to the gym, I have a banana. But I like to preface that by saying when I go to bed at night, I don't go to bed starving. Like some people have an extended fast. Like, let's say I go to bed at midnight. I'll probably have some cereal about like 10:30 or 11. So I'm going to bed, not on a full stomach, but not a hungry, starving stomach. So that my point is when I wake up, there's still some, food in there, some energy, whatever you want to call it. I'm not waking up like famished. I wake up feeling pretty good and I have a banana to kind of kickstart it. And then once I'm back from the run or the workout or the basketball or whatever, then I come back and I eat hard, man. I'll have like, a 9 banana smoothie with some strawberries or cherries if it's summertime, or I'll have a big giant oatmeal and maybe I'll slice a banana or two into there. So I eat hard when I get back. But yeah, before I go out, I like to have some energy, but keep it light. I don't like jiggling. I don't like to be digesting, because the times I have played basketball, like right after having lunch, sluggish, slow. It's like, oh gosh, this is horrible. So yeah, I like to be fresh. Sometimes it involves timing your meals. But if you go right in the morning, I guess that's easy because you wake up, after sleeping. Let's see. And all right, Tennessee representing too. Awesome. All right, guys. I really feel bad. I hear Angie coughing outside there, and I feel like it's as much as I've enjoyed our live stream chat here, I feel like I should go help out my poor sick beloved wife, who probably could use some help. Maybe she needs some medicine or dinner, and I'm gonna get that. Make sure she's taken care. That's what I've been doing. I've been trying to take really good care of Angie ever since she got sick, um, late night Christmas Eve. It's been a weird ride since then. So thank you guys for joining and watching this live stream. And if you joined in late, I will leave this one up. I'm not going to take it down. I haven't done a live stream in a few weeks anyway, so I'll leave this one up at least for a few days. I'll leave it up at least till like New Year's Day. So feel free to just jump back in the beginning. I talked about all sorts of things. I kind of gave you my beliefs on spirituality and religion and stuff like that about maybe 40 odd minutes in. So if you want to check that out, I know someone was asking about that. And much gratitude, guys, really, to all our moderators that have been here tonight, everyone watching. You guys have been great. The chat's been great. Troll free, just much positivity. And it means a lot to me to kind of take this live stream out. This will be our last video of the year too. I'm not going to put one up tomorrow. I don't have one filmed yet. So this is our last video of the year, and go out with a great positive feeling that I feel from you guys. It gives me the motivation to continue on and go hard next year, and just bring the best content that we can, and just love it. Love you guys. Thank you so much for allowing us to have a YouTube channel by watching our content and coming here and sharing with us. And karma, I try to put positivity out there, and you guys throwing positivity back, it just motivates me to come, and hopefully I'll make good content. Most motivates you guys to keep watching. So thanks so much, guys. Love you all, and keep it carb, guys. Good night.